Keiji and Afune.
Forget about me. Save yourself.
Oh yeah? Tough guy act, huh? That isn't gonna impress anyone down here.
He lost his glasses.
Yes, from now on he won't have his glasses no more. So, Ikuko, also a character with not very many missions, has a very unique ability. Whereas Shu was capable of walking around. Oh,
What?
How's this place?
What's wrong?
I think we're back. They're coming! They must be stopped. Damn, one after another.
yes. So, when she is sidejacking somebody, she's actually capable of taking control of their actions. You can basically RC car a zombie, but you have to be careful about where you use them, because once they snap out of your control, which happens after you run out of stamina, which is why it's never a good idea to start this after running for a bit. They will be in alert status and they will start to look for you. But as you can see, we are now controlling a Shibito. You can tell that we're controlling them because the tint on the screen is more blue. And because we're attacking a Shibito with a Shibito, they are not going to alert anything. We gotta wait for him to get back to his original position. Ikuko sadly has possibly the worst stamina of all characters. Probably to balance out the fact that she can literally make anybody move, you know, into a convenient spot. They just wanted to limit her powers this way. Just gonna make sure to pick up this pamphlet while we're at it. Very important.
I mean, since we're visiting and all, you know?
Exactly. And sadly, she cannot pick up that gun because she's that frail little lady. And now we are introduced to the Yamirei. These are the same monsters that we saw in the cutscene. The white, you-know-what looking thingies. So they are very susceptible to light. A bit similarly to Shirios, which are the clouds. I finally remembered what their name is. But they take a bit more punishment. They're also more aggressive.
This poor guy, you just keep bullying him.
And as you also saw in the cutscene, they're not exactly friends with Shirios. Yamirei will fight Shibitos if they happen upon the similar location. And the Shirios will also fight with them. There's also one other new enemy type, which will get introduced in shortly, which is sort of like the Shibito to the Shirio, but for the Yamirei.
Come on, run!
Yeah, and this cutscene just like demonstrated it further that that is in fact the case. Mamoru in this mission seems to be permanently injured, and I don't think he actually picks up any of the weapons or fights in any way, shape, or form. And not sure if he gets killed easier, but the fact that he doesn't fight back doesn't help. So notice that we can see all the gates to all the gates to hell, but we don't actually do anything with them. Here I was trying to have Mamoru stay at the bottom of the staircase so he doesn't get in the way, but sadly I cannot command him for whatever reason. And this is why I wanted him to stay at the bottom of the staircase. They are smart enough to turn in the direction that they came, that you are going, but they're not smart enough to go faster. Now there is a certain Shibito right at the top of these stairs. I think that he's armed, which is why we need to be a little bit careful about him. And yeah, you can see the this is the Shirio over there. So if you were to say, die, then he would get recovered basically immediately. What I was trying to do over there was actually to get him over to a location that is right next to these stairs. I just didn't exactly remember where it was. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Now that the breaker is switched off, the light is turned off, and the Yamirei are free to attack. And what we want to do is, of course, pick up the bottle cap.
But why?
So we can win the secret prize. This is all we've been going here for. Do you think there is any hope in the world? I just want to have the prize. I am the lucky winner.
Your own space Cold War prize. That's literally all that is. All it's for.
This is all it's for. But there is actually an RNG related to the prize. If you happen to, you can actually not get the prize. It is possible.
What a ripoff.
I never happened to actually roll that badly though. I always got the prize whenever I played this mission on my multiple playthroughs of this game.
You weren't kidding about her having the worst stamina, dang.
Yeah. It is no joke the worst. But again, it's quite possibly very intentional, just to make sure that you know, you don't abuse her powers too easily. It also makes it so that you're more likely to run out of run out of steam whenever you're more likely to run out of steam whenever you're controlling a monster and not be able to do everything as efficiently as you possibly could. One thing I also should mention about the Yamire, similarly to the Shirios,
She's kind of creepy, isn't she? She suddenly stopped talking. And the way she gives you evil eyes. Sometimes I think she can read our thoughts. That's so freaky. Did you know she has a mark on her chest? Which... That's all lies. Bullshit.
yeah, what I was gonna say is, similarly to the Shirios, Yamire also don't seem to have a, well, no. They have a certain limit to how many of them can spawn, but they appear at seemingly random places in most missions, which is what makes them so formidable in a lot of locations. And now we're going to be playing as a child.
Daddy, your job is looking for treasure, right? No, I'm really good at that too. I found lots of treasure today.
Is that right? So, shall we go treasure hunting tomorrow?
Yeah. I wish Kanai could play outside with us too.
Good night, Shu.
Night.
So now we actually have a proper objective.
Daddy, no!
He's now armed with his Robo Beast, ready to horrify anybody who gets close.
I told you it would become a defender of justice.
One thing that I don't super like in this game is how they... It's how they basically gate you from pressing and from interacting with a button until a certain prompt has already appeared on the screen for long enough. Which has caused me a lot of grief in some situations. It's basically like, yes, I know this is the thing. Please let me do it. Please let me do it. Please let me do it. And then the monster is like, oh no, I'm too close to you. You can't change a tire and I'm here.
Oh no. But yeah, no, this is like, yet again, it's such a bizarre, like, storytelling decision. Here we are yet again emphasizing, oh yeah, she was like our main character. And then he got eaten. Like,
Well, he got fused together with the siren, or Yuri, or whatever she is.
The giant beast thingy thing.
The giant catfish.
Yeah. That has scales, apparently.
Most catfish have scales.
No, they don't. They're cats.
Yes, they do.
Nico, cats don't have scales. I don't know if you've ever seen a cat before since you're in the netherworld and all, but like... Jeez. Basic anatomy.
Cats have scales because they eat fish, and that's how they get scales.
No. Oh my god. Nico, you must have failed biology in college. I
No,
swear.
actually, I was pretty good at biology.
An old piece of paper. Better shove that in my pocket.
Yes, I'm gonna share it with all my friends in like about 20-something years.
Yep. Shu's been planning ahead, you see.
Now, we do actually need to make use of the staircase on the way up, because there is no way to get past this guy without getting into that groove. And the thing about these stages is he's a child and he can't fight back. Also, they would not sell this game if there was a sequence where a child gets killed. So,
I mean, I'd still buy it.
well, that's another question, but they just wouldn't be able to sell it without getting into a lot of problems. So essentially, the moment that an enemy gets close to you, that's a game over. It was similar thing with Forbidden Siren 1, which made it even more infuriating in certain missions, because one of the characters pretty much permanently had a little girl stuck with her, and that little girl had, like, it wasn't hard enough that the Shibido in that game were very, very difficult to deal with. That girl was an instant game over, walking behind you at all times.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Does it hurt?
Oh,
Are you okay?
oh yes, Shu. I'm fine. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Stay close and follow me.
Don't worry, Shu, it's not my blood.
Follow Kanai in quotation marks.
Oh, looks like a way through.
I didn't know we were playing an Uncharted game. An old tin can. Better keep that with
Sure
me.
nothing ever hurts you.
No, that weirdly enough is not an archive item, although it totally should be.
I agree. What the fuck? Like,
I want to know the history of that can.
I need something. Something to distract him. Need a distraction. Something to throw.
Here, can I?
Thank you, Shu.
But yeah, I'm kind of weirded out that
Just a little farther to go. Come on.
they don't actually have a backstory to this can, considering how many odd backstories of failed companies producing various objects we had, including the robot that Shu is carrying right now.
Right. You know what? I'll make up my own. Fucking. There once was this soda can, like, this brand of pop that was really popular with the locals. And then, like, there was a scandal where it turned out the reason it was so good was because some higher up was pouring his own blood into every, like, can.
Yeah,
And
just like a
therefore
drop
it got
of it.
discontinued. Yeah,
But
and then
then-
it got discontinued.
But then it turned out that he had AIDS.
Yes.
I have to distract him.
Yeah, he can't reach the switch because he's 4.
I'll make sure nothing ever hurts you.
That's a weird reaction to saying, hey, there's a switch over there. But
Well,
okay.
I mean, they are running away from a whole bunch of people that are armed with, you know,
Flashlights.
hooks because they're
Shin,
fishermen.
Don't give up. We're almost there.
So much for that distraction.
Over here!
Yeah, I think it's intentional that he will notice you anyway.
Go and hide somewhere safe and wait. I'll be back for you.
Okay. Can I? Hurry back. I'm scared.
Yeah, I think it was a smart decision to do it like that because it gives a sense of urgency to it in a way. Like, you know he's screwed.
The girl is a curse. This time, we must protect the island. These outsiders must be stopped.
I've seen her. I'm telling you, standing by the sea, driving back something horrible, nasty.
We have to get rid of her tonight. There may be casualties. Those of you with children to care for are free to go. So, are you all with me?
It's interesting that they mentioned that she was driving back something horrible and nasty.
And yet they decide to hunt her anyway.
Exactly.
Like, I don't feel bad for these villagers, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting away. Please, let me through. That boy, Shu is waiting for me. He's all alone. What are you talking about? Wait! You can't escape! Somebody! Help!
Huh, that was the scene from the start of the game.
It was similar. But, that wasn't actually Kanai, remember, it was, it was Yuri. I was just mistaken that it was Kanai because they all have the same face.
Wow, that's racist, Nico. What the hell?
No, but I'll be justified once we get further in the story.
Uh-huh. Likely story. You better start working on your apology video now, man. Just
Yeah.
saying.
It'll totally get cancelled. Can't wait.
Yeah.
But yes, this mission is very much stealth. Stealth. Kanai doesn't get a weapon, if I recall correctly. And it is actually pretty difficult to get past certain spots because you have people both patrolling certain locations. Some of them are positioned at specific spots, looking in multiple directions all at once, it is very easy to actually get caught by several people all at once. Now, after he turns this breaker, he will actually go to a different location. Which will make it a little bit easier for us to explore. Now, a part of this mission is to locate Shu, and he can actually be in several places. Thankfully, from we can hide. We can sidejack his view, as well as view of other people, and you know, we will be able to actually see where he is, because he's the green X. If you don't find him,
Found him like instantly.
yeah, basically. And if you don't find him here, you can find him at the cable car slot. At the cable car spot. It's to the left of where we are at this point. Or rather, I would have to go back and then take the right turn on the fork.
You're bringing misfortune. You witch!
Now, this guy has already found us, and we have to run away. Thankfully, Shu knows exactly where to go, because he's 4.
Yeah, in these types of games, like all the ones you cover, like little kids are like super psychic.
Yes.
Do you think Shu also visited the watering hole in hell?
Maybe. They, you know, him and Charlotte, they go way back.
Yeah, man.
But, yes, thankfully, I wish there was a little bit more of a visual indication of this, but I choose to believe that, this guy, he just, what was his name again?
Oda, wasn't that his name?
Ogda is the name of the family, his family name. But in any case, you know, he's wearing an eye patch, so I think it would have been nice if his sight jack would actually indicate that he has poorer vision, which would justify that he cannot see us. Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, that'd be really annoying gameplay-wise.
Well, you really need to know when when in his view is just vaguely where he is. I mean, let's be honest, they have made Shu's regular view completely unusable. So it's not like they're beyond making gameplay inconvenient for the sake of immersion. Yes, this is like one of those locations where you'll be very, very glad that the map is as detailed as it is. Well, screw the hiding then.
Yep, you saw immediately, so book it.
But yeah, an interesting thing about this mission, this is happening. This is basically recounting events from about 30 years, yeah, 20 few years back.
Can I?
Sure. Over here.
It is recounting events 20 few years back. However, on the timeline, it doesn't say that. It says that it happens around around the similar time that the game starts. You know, when Mamoru, yeah, it's like literally just before the flood, just before the tsunami hit and everybody got, you know, red watered.
Please, let me through.
Such is the nature of Groundhog Day loops.
He's
What are you talking about? Wait! You can't escape?
But yeah, it's also another thing, like how Shu was able to see himself as a child, and that his child self, who was also present at that time, yeah, he also he was able to see himself from the future.
Have to get Shu.
It's not that this is happening in the past; it's that the past is happening now.
Time travel's wonky, bro.
Now, for this stage, we want to begin by basically sneaking in behind Okta. After I can turn around enough. We're gonna get rid of him first, before anything else. Now, it's still similar like before. For whatever reason, cannot seem to be able to find a weapon, or at least I don't remember her getting one in this stage. But there's still other means of fighting. Which are pretty unique. Okay. Since now he's passed and we can apparently walk on this glass without any shoes on, it's all fine.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
I don't really need to close this, but I just do this out of precaution. Since he's not a Shibito, at least not yet. I don't want him getting suspicious, but I don't believe he would. Yeah, we get an octopus pot.
Better take this pot along, it'll be important.
Oh yeah, it will. Now here's an important thing. You want to be careful. Like if he's out on the other side of the building, you don't want to be standing very close to the ledge, because he can actually see you from there.
Oh jeez.
However, if he's already entering or entered the building, then you're fine. You want to get in this position, right along the left side. When he looks up, you press the X button. And if you timed it right, he's out.
Nice.
I should also mention that when I was playing the game for the first time, I could not figure out how to do this correctly, like get the timing right, because every time it was playing the cutscene, and you are allowed to make a mistake because there is multiple pots. However, yeah, now the pipe is leaking. Good job. Yeah, you can see it's lit up. You can actually use multiple pots. You can try several times. And yeah, I just couldn't figure it out. I would just alert him prematurely, and I would just get found out. But there is, thankfully, this while this is a puzzle solution, it's not a static solution. The game will allow you to take him out other ways. Remember how I mentioned that there is an unarmed attack and it's mostly useless. It can have a use if you push somebody off a ledge.
Oh.
Yeah, so luckily the game does allow for that, and that's how I was able to actually get through that section just by brute forcing it, more or less, because he started chasing after me. He got up to that ledge. I managed to get around him, just push him a few times until he fell down. You should be wary though, because enemy can do the exact same thing to you as well, either by unarmed attacks of their own or just weapons in general. And there's also several maps, or rather, well, it's one map that you happen to go to on several occasions, where you can basically be thrown into the abyss of death. There's nothing below you.
Oh.
Like you can die from fall damage as well, but that one is just like a hopeless. Now there is another guy just sort of patrolling around the location where Mamoru found Yuri. And we want to make sure that we don't actually move when the alarm is going off, because that essentially means we are in his vicinity, we are in his view. He can actually see us when we are climbing. Yeah, so he's very far away now. I should get moving. Why am I not moving? There we go. I think I'm waiting for his this round to finish, because he is now heading towards my location. I just missed my window the first time. But yeah, you can sort of see that we are more or less on his level currently, and if we were to move behind this mound of rocks, we would be in his view. I think that at some point they may have wanted to introduce some sort of a mechanic where if you walk on glass you get damaged, or you can't walk on places where there is glass, because I mean, why otherwise would you have Kanai not have shoes?
Foot fetish.
Fair enough. Not even gonna argue with that. That's, you know, it's probably the most popular fetish in mainstream media.
Yeah.
But yes, here's a radio. We want to time using the batteries on it.
Sure, can I borrow that?
Look at this huge ass battery.
That did not fit in there. Shut up. No, I saw that battery shrink. Don't even try.
It clipped right in there. But in any case, you want to go up here, and you'll want to wait for him to move back. He's gonna hear the radio and be like, what the hell is this? And he'll be so preoccupied by it that he's not gonna notice the fact that a child has pushed me all the way up the stairs in the time that I was looking for his eyes. Yeah, I don't know how Shu did it, but he did.
Strongest 4-year-old in the world.
Yeah, that's sometimes what happens with like when you're sidejacking somebody while on top of the stairs or something. They will try to like catch up with you or like move into you, and because the area isn't big enough for you to get past them or them to get past you, they keep walking into you and just slide you along.
I'm sure heading deeper underground won't hurt.
we're actually not heading much deeper underground. We are just here to find a little turtle. It's right here.
Turn it over. There you go.
Wonder if it knows how to get home.
It immediately got eaten.
Well, actually, not really. This is a bit of an oddity because saving the turtle unlocks an archive item in the future. You saw there wasn't actually any kind of indication. Oh, unlocks an objective or unlocks archive item. No, you have to. You have to do this to be able to unlock an archive item in another mission. A little bit convoluted, since the turtle itself is not an objective or an archive.
Here she is! The witch is over here!
You've nowhere to run.
I'm scared, can I?
It's over.
Father? What's that noise?
And this is why the tsunami happened.
Shu made it out though, because the turtle saved him.
Well,
Don't fight me on this.
you can believe whatever you want. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time.